Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more of The Sims 4 Fractured, which is our Disney Villain Legacy Challenge. And I didn't want to start unpaused because what is happening here? This is how I loaded into the game. What are you doing, Leona? Anyway, let's play now. Okay. Yeah, I think that was him trying to change into his athletic wear, but like I just paused at the weirdest time, but anyway, so yeah, here we are. Oh, you know what I totally forgot? I am so dumb. So I recorded Venture Forth already because that happened posts on Wednesday, and it's been 4 years since that one started. It's because everything's all off today. So if things sound weird and everything's a little bonkers with the volume, it's because my game is not my game, but my recording software is stupid. And once again, for the third week in a row, it didn't want to function with my game. So I'm using the NVIDIA software that I have built in. And yes, we're going to go to work with him. And yeah, so I had to mess with it, spend like 30 minutes, everything set. So like they weren't too loud and like, but everything sounds weird to me. Like I listen and I'm like, my voice doesn't sound as clear. It sounds muffled and then like whatever, but it is what it is because my recording software's stupid. So I didn't feel like fighting with it. And again, like the one week I didn't think we were going to have Sims. Last week I got it to work after like turning it on and off and doing things and like whatever. And this time I was like, you know what? I can't be bothered. This is like the third time in a row, the third week that it just does not want to freaking work. So I was like, forget it. So, oh God, are you hungry? I'm going to cheat that up because I don't want to deal with you. I'm going to cheat your hygiene up too. All right. So anyway, yeah. And I'm not really sure how much longer we'll go with this one. I know we've got a whole like last generation, but like I think we might kind of at some point do the whole thing that we were planning where like what the hell was her name? Whatever. You know, Miles's daughter comes, kills Leona. What gig are we even doing? I don't even know. Oh, we're doing Tournament of Honor. Yeah, look at you. Okay. Now let's get into costume. Fun. You know, and then or I might just like that was the idea, but like my mojo's gone on this one, I gotta be honest, because it's getting close to the end, and I hate to say that, but like when I load a game and I'm like, I'm gonna record this one, and I don't feel like woohoo about it, I'm like, oh, you know, yeah, it is what it is. What's going on over here? Oh, it's new skill day. I can't. My stuff is over here, so it's like hard to tell. All right, gossip with someone on set. So hold on, let me pause because these new menus are killing me. I like them, but it's kind of like, okay, we have to go to. Is it under friendly gossip? Oh, it is gossip. Okay, let's just gossip because sometimes the things under there don't because they didn't update everything, and they really should have when they did that. You know, so that gossiping, anything under the gossip counted for that, but it doesn't. So like, you know, you got to make sure you pick the right things. Can you come over here? Oh, I don't want to introduce myself. Here we go. Rehearse scene. She's our co-star. We can rehearse a scene with her. You don't have to chat with Aya anymore. Go rehearse a scene. The rat race from Midlife Crisis. Yeah. Are you going to rehearse the scene? Are you waiting for her to come to you? Oh, dear God. And then we can more choices, friendly, small talk, ask about day. We're really friends with Aya, so we should do more choices, funny, jokes, joke about fashion. Anyway, that should be good. But yeah, because you know what I mean? Like, I lose my mojo on this one. I'm like, I don't know. We're just doing stuff, going through the motions, and like, I don't know. So maybe if we start the drama once we get to that point, you know what I mean? Where okay, not that I want to kill Leona, but whatever, that's the plot. When we do that, I'm gonna wait until Basil's obviously a teenager, which is, you know, yeah, he's coming up on Saturday. So I'd probably wait until after that. So we got a couple episodes, and then maybe we'll have her come and do something in here, and then whatnot. We'll have to have her meet. Like, did you tell the director you are ready to perform? Will you stop fucking talking to people and do what I told you to? Good God. Go do things. You always look good in everything you put on, though. When we did the Black Widower challenge, Dante was like beautiful, but like Leona would have been the perfect sim to have done that with, because he looks good in every fucking look you put on him. You know what I mean? Risky shout, forbidden words. Cause like, it's funny because I remember at the time, and this happens all the time, and I'm sure it happens for everybody who, like, when you make sims, you have a sim and you're like, oh my God, I love this sim. They're so perfect. They're like the best sim I've ever made. I love them. And then like 2 years later, you look back and you're like, what was I thinking? They're not, I mean, they're fine, but like, you know what I mean? Like, like I'm sure I'll think that like 2 years from now, I'll look at freaking Leona and be like, I used to think he was so gorgeous, but like now I'm not really, Colorado's never stopped being hot though, so plus for him. And how long ago did Risky have a drink? Okay. How long ago did Jungle Adventures come out? Because that's how long Colorado's been around, and he's still beautiful. That man's still fine. You know? But I do remember Sims that I make, and I'm like, yeah, I'm really proud of them. I love them. They're like my favorites. And then like years later, you're like, nah, these other Sims that I make now were better. Like, but like at least with like the Time Lord challenge, your sim changes every single time. So the first sim you do, and everything's different. But with the Black Widower challenge, when I did it, it was like you take the same sim, but you got to change their look. So like it would be exactly the way Leona's doing every single time he comes into gigs, and he's got a different hair color, and sometimes there's facial hair, and sometimes not. You know what I mean? Like, good job. You look so good. Woo, we reached acting level 9, Leona. Good for you. What are we doing? I guess we have to come up here. Risky kiss. I mean, his hair's blue, but like, sure. But like, at least everybody else kind of looks right in their costumes. Like, she's got her hair. I don't think they changed their hair. So sometimes it looks weird, but like, that works enough. But like, sometimes they look ridiculous and you're like, this isn't working for me. They didn't get into hair and makeup. They just got into costume. Oh, Leona. Yeah, smooth. But yeah, no, Leona looks good in freaking everything. And he's the perfect sim to have done. He is actually, and being as kind of douchey as he is, he'd be the perfect sim to do the Black Widower challenge with again. 2.0, going around. The good spin-off, if we hadn't already done that, the spin-off for this would have been like that, taking Salinger or Basil, one of them, and being like, I'm going to kill every single person that, like, was ever mean to my dad, and then we just have to make up all these backstories and all these sims that, like, messed with Leona. What are you doing? Could you stop contemplating life and finish? Stop that. Actually, that makes sense for you. You're a celebrity and you're up there like just having a rant fit about your life, and everyone's like, oh, dear God, will you just do the death scene? We're almost done here, Leona, for fuck's sake. Because he's, dramatic and an attention whore. We could totally, like, the whole Black Widower challenge spinning off of that would have been like every single person that crossed Leona ever on set. That one director who, like, fired me from set for sleeping with his wife. And then, like, because with Leona, he'd have done douchey things like that. And then you have, like, Like Salinger going after everyone that ever wronged Leona, which wouldn't make sense because Salinger and Leona don't get along. But I'm just saying, if they had gotten along, you know. I mean, Basil gets along with it, so, you know. Would it be something like that? That would have been the perfect spin-off. Like me, like, you know, I'm kind of with this series at this point, but now I'm coming up with all these other ideas. I'm not gonna do it because we kind of already did the Black Widower challenge, and like, if I'm gonna rehash anything again, it's gonna be the Time Lord challenge again. You know what I mean? Because I already had our third Time Lord. We just have never gotten back to it. We earned a raise. Good for us. Good for us. Anyway, how are you doing, kiddo? Look at you and your beautiful little face. See? I see some Kyoshi in you and I see Leona in you. It's, you know, you get to age up soon. Well, like in a week. You're going to look like Kyle. You kind of look like Kyle now. You like baby Kyle. So we'll see. Is Kyle still alive? I don't know why I wonder this. I think it's because, like, I keep seeing all these posts everywhere that Kyle is dead in, like, everybody's game. Everybody was romancing Kyle, and everybody's like, my boyfriend, my husband, whatever. Like, he's dying left and right in everybody's games. So, like, I keep seeing it all over the place. So I'm like, did he die in my game too? No, only Kyoshi. That's because we woohooed him to death. You know, that would actually make sense. You know why maybe Salinger is, like, kind of bitter and doesn't quite get along with Leona so much because Leona killed his dad. Well, first of all, you know, Leona. Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? What are you doing? What are you doing? And why? What are you doing? And why? Get up, get down, get up. What are you doing? Your chat. What is happening, game? Okay, I'm gonna need to reset you. Reset. Okay, you can chat, discuss interests. Oh my god, can you teach him to ride a bike? Do we have bikes? I thought we did get bikes for the kids. We never own then Salinger's like, you never taught me to ride a bike! Leona did put in some effort, but, you know. But I think, like, Salinger kind of grew up in, like, with Kyoshi, and they kind of had a happy little household, and, like, you know, he lived with his, like, aunt and cousins, and, like, and then when Kyoshi died, instead of staying in this household that he knew, he was, like, thrust over here with Leona, who could give a shit and didn't want anything to do with the kids, you know? And meanwhile, Basil just didn't have that experience because he's like, oh, okay, I came to live with other dad, whatever. Maybe he's a little more easygoing. I don't know. Do we have bikes? I thought we had a bike. Where are they? I thought I put them out. Is it in your inventory? Not you. You. Leona, that was excellent. You're a star, Bubby. The agency's a buzz. We're certain your name will be on the short list for a Starlight accolade. It frickin' better be. Okay, you're not going to teach this kid to ride a bike, are you? Never mind. Just forget it. It's fine. I'm going to have you come over here. Magic. Magic. Scrubberoo. Go clean some shit. You guys could talk, hang out. You know what I mean? Enthuse about interests. No, maybe not. Make fun of adults. Convince monsters are real. Because they get along, you know? Anyway, but it's things like that, so I'm like, okay, so I'm not talking in this while we're just playing. Like, like in every other game, I have like a mojo. Leona is seriously broken. Magic, Repario. Could you actually do something? What is wrong with you? Can you what is wrong with Leona? He's seriously broken. He's not doing anything. He just stops. He glitches out constantly. Like, what is... Like, he just, like, and this is the same thing with trying to chat with frickin' Basil. He was like, up and down and up and down and up and down. And he's doing the same thing again. What the fuck is wrong with you? He just made it worse. Reach singing level 2. Look at that. You got your new skill day. Can you get skill in cleaning? Anyway. Never mind. Your brother's going to clean that up. Good. Thanks for mopping, because your dad kind of sucks at whatever he was doing. All right, so you're going to go warm yourself. I don't know why I think you're just doing it for funsies, because is this set to... Can you touch this? Yeah, it's already on warmer, so I don't really know why you guys are acting like you're cold. You could clean the floor. Anyway. Did you do your homework? It's things like this. See, I'm like, what am I doing? Stuff, I guess. Whatever. And we're just kind of going through the motions, and I have no, like, thoughts on what I'm doing. I'm just like, whatever. It is what it is. You are killing me. I need you to go pee, and then I need you to get something to eat. Grab a serving of... What is that? Oh, is it roast chicken? I think it is. It just looks weird in your thing. Anyway, but it's like this. So we're like, okay, yeah, anyway, like there's no mojo here. So like other things are happening. We're interacting with Sims. I got to go to a job. We got this going on. Like there's things happening where when I start to record, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I like this. But this one I've lost my mojo on, and I just don't want to drag it out for another whole generation where I'm like, okay, we're just doing nothing. I want to see how they're going to age up, and I think we will do, like I said, Basil will age up in a week. It's just so it's going to be kind of bland for a little while, until we get there, or we just age them up early. I don't know. And then, yeah, don't care. And then we have, what's her face? I cannot remember her name. Doesn't matter. Come and kill Leona. We'll have to we can cheat him. Maybe we can die from poison or some shit. I don't know. And then it'll have to be the kid's revenge, because at least Salinger can, or you know what? Even before Basil ages up to a teenager, we could do that. I hate to do it. I don't want to kill Leona. Although if the game would just, he's so mad. Maybe if he just keeps getting angry and he dies of a cardiac explosion, we could say she poisoned him or something. So we could just do things to keep making him mad, see if we could kill him. Kind of mean. Because I don't hate him. I love Leona. He's a jackass, but, it's just... I got to do something to spice it up because it's getting a little bland and we're not having fun here. I feel bad for everyone who, enjoys watching this one. But it's just, I feel like there was a point where it was, so good in the beginning, and then things were in the middle. We just kind of fell off doing the dramatic stuff, but at least there were things happening and going on, and it was we kind of forgot about the dramatics because we're just busy doing everyday life stuff and going here and doing this and whatever. But now for some reason with this one, it's are we there yet? And I don't know, and maybe it's because it gets to the end. I feel like this is what I do every time. I get to a point, but we've had so many. We've had enough series. Maybe not so many, but enough. I've finished quite a few, don't get me wrong. But I've had a lot where... I know. Maybe you can fix the dollhouse. You know what you should do? You should kind of yell at and instigate. Act tough. Let's make our father angry. Where is he? Oh, he's gonna go downstairs. Where'd he go? What kind of magic did he just do? Can you jeer your father? I don't know what he just did. Let's make him mad. More choices. No, let's go straight up mean. Arguments. Argue about house rules. Wow, they actually have a decent relationship. I thought they had a negative relationship. Where did this good stuff come up with?
Sharba, Takabu Kankaro Vana, Arabesque,
I kind of just want you to get good, very angry. Shout back. Because if he dies, I'm actually not... It'll work. You know what I mean? Is it wrong that I'm doing that? One of my Sims earlier today, like, actually died from being hysterical because I was when I was messing with the settings, and I was like 5 minutes into, I was like, nope, I'm backing out of the. I'm like, we're starting over. I'm not doing this. I'm like, he can't die, and now I'm like, Leona, if you could die, that'd be great. Now he's confident. You were just so freaking enraged. Can I cheat some of these away? Go away. There you go. You were very angry. I wanted you to stay angry. I need you to stay angry. Because this will help. Insult his face. Rile him up. Okay, if these don't kill him, then whatever. But, like, I figured we'd try.
Jambala Azig, Wasibis Yavoya, Wobahesh Wabazi, Sib Nyafloof.
People peeling away. Shouldn't have said that. From a good-mannered Sim shouting forbidden words. Dislikes arguments. Yeah. Oh, you just quit all my thing. Ask what Salinger's problem is. I know that it's funny, a good-mannered Sim, but I just don't think... Chew him out, because... Oh, bitter about a rift. Oh, okay. I heard the drama music and I was like, oh! And then I was like, no, it's not. All right, anyway. You're energized. I actually do like the fact, though, that they're, like, not getting along. It's fine. Demand independence. And then you can go pee. Oh, well, never mind. You just walked away, so that's fine. No, no, no. It's 6 in the morning. Oh, shit. We're going to have to cheat that up. I didn't realize the time. Are you yelling at the stuffy instead of your child? That's good, I guess. Well, okay. So I guess he's not going to, like, die from being angry. Like, kind of... I was kind of hoping for it. I'm not going to lie. It would have worked out, but we can keep trying some other time. You know what I mean? Like, we'll keep trying. You know, it's when you want a Sim, maybe, or you want the drama to happen, like, oh, my Sim died from something. They don't, but when you're, like, least suspecting it, they die laughing. My Sims can die of laughter very easily, but they have never died from anything else. Like, because actually, I mean, aside from, like, today, but again, he was hysterical. So he died from laughter. And then another time, my Sim died of laughter, and I was like, why does it kill my heirs? I guess they wouldn't make a Sim die from being very sad, because that would be depressing. If it wasn't, they weren't already. Like, my Sim is very sad and depressed, so they died. That leaves just a gross feeling in you, doesn't it? You're like, oh. Of extreme emotions, like, I laughed myself to death. You're kind of like, that's ridiculous. The cardiac explosion, you're like, that could happen. You could just be so angry. Yeah, the present was for you, be grateful. I feel like that's something that Leona would absolutely say right now because he's pissed. Anyway, to be fair, people like it. You look around. I think that's so funny. You just asked Leona, who's like, I love you. I probably should have had him say that. Like, even though they hate each other right now, he still loves him. You know what I mean? You just finished your extra credit. Aw. You know, I don't hate the fact that you were just having this huge argument with your son. Like, but now you're sad about it because you're like, you know, as much as you have a bad relationship, you still love him. That's kind of touching. You know, God, Leona, what the shit? It's going to be harder to kill you now. It was always going to be hard to kill him, right? You know? More choices. I'll go with him. We got nothing to do in the house. I was going to send him alone, but I'm like, then we're going to watch Leona, like, run on the... So, like, that's all he's going to do. So we might as well go with Salinger and see what's going on at the school. So, just for a little while longer. But it also gets to the point where like some of the other ones, like I used to record for like, sometimes like an hour or whatever. I'm also starving right now, but I'm like, I don't see this one going for like an hour today. I'm extremely fucking hungry. Like I'm so hungry. But I also hate like taking a break like in between recording because then it's like, and then I go, and then all of a sudden it's like 3 hours later. I'm like, ah, shit. And then like, then I gotta come back and meh. But I definitely do not have the mojo to record like 3 to 4 hours at a time right now because like I'm starving. You need to study for exams. So why don't you, high school, study for exams? Shades of Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude? How do you, I don't know. Be a little gratifying to see someone suffering, depending on the someone. Wow. I think it's really actually telling on you, to be fair, that you are really, really happy that you hurt your father. While Leona's over there, like, getting so angry and then being like, God, I hate the fact that we hate each other. Like, I hate the fact that there's a negative relationship here because, like, even though, and I hate that I yelled at him, but he deserved it, but I hate that I did. Even though Leona's, like, kind of a bastard, but his good-mannered trait is, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's something deep inside that, like, he's like, I hate the fact that I yelled at my child, even though he was being a dick, and he needed to be yelled at, but, like, holy hell, what the hell is happening here? And I don't like this. Like, I don't think he'd ever admit it, like, out loud, or, like, go to Salinger and be like, listen, but, like, he does love him, but Salinger's really more of a bastard. That's kind of amazing. I love this. And the fact that you are happy that you are fighting with Leona. Like, Leona feels like we have a personal rift, and he's like, festering grudge. I hate this bastard. Like, interesting. I'm here for it because, and yeah, that could be an interesting twist to the whole thing. So if what's her face, I can never remember her name. I want to call her Nala, but I think is it Nyla? Is Nyla our where the hell is my thing? I don't know. You'd think. Is Nyla our niece? Nyla, that's what it is. So wait a minute. She's not in high school, right? Hold on. She is. She ever around? Let's see. Do we see a brown-haired girl? Because she's a high school student. I see plenty of dark-haired students, but none of them that have that weird hairdo that she has. So maybe she doesn't go here. Because it'd be kind of fun if, like, they became friends and he doesn't realize who she is. Is that her? Yo, she's here. We should become friends with her. I like the fact that she's in the other class. That's how we get her into, like, come over and, like, whatever. Okay. So what I was thinking, right? So she's gonna kill Leona because Leona killed her dad, even though she never met Miles at all. And, like, it was a one-night stand. You know what I mean? So, like, mom, whatever her name was, like, no lie. Like, we remember this, right? Like, Maya or whatever, Miles was like, oh, it was a hookup. She came over, they banged, she got pregnant. Miles had no idea. He never knew he had a daughter. Like, Maya met him once. Maybe she was just, like, really into him, though. And then, like, maybe Maya's a little crazy. You know what I mean? Like, maybe she's got a weird, crazy, obsessive thing. Maybe, I don't know. I just throwing it out there. Maybe she was, like, crazy and obsessive and, like, fell in love with Miles after that one time, and then he ends up dead, and she's, like, just pines sadly. Like, she wouldn't be, like, she'd be, oh, he died, or whatever, and, like, Maybe she stalked him. Okay, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out a way that why Nyla would be so freaking pissed at Leona for killing a father that she never met. But maybe for Maya was like, oh, the one that got away and I loved him and we were in love. And she doesn't know that it was a one night stand because her mom's crazy. Crazy bitch, okay? So, like, sure, that makes sense. It would make sense. Then Nyla's like, my mother could have been happy with the man, like her true love, and they were soulmates and whatever, because she believes her mother, because she doesn't know her mother's a goddamn nutbag, right? Girl, how you write with your fucking magic staff? Anyway. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Why does the game insist on putting back hair on everybody? It's disgusting. Gross. Oh no. You know what? We should come over here and do a funny introduction. We have to be friendly to a student. Wait, why don't we come over here and do a friendly introduction then? Friendly introduction. Be friendly to a student. So a friendly introduction. Let's just say we bumped into her into the hall. Oh my god, she's got crazy eyes. Did you just see her crazy eyes? She just did crazy eyes. She's got crazy eyes. This girl crazy. Yes. He doesn't know that this is his cousin. Yeah, she really is his cousin, right? Humble brag. Obsess about favorite celebrity. You know what would be funny? Like Nyla knows. Well, maybe Nyla doesn't know who Salinger is. Because, like, he's Salinger Ito. He doesn't have the last name Beckett. You know what I mean? So she knows, but she knows who Leona is, obviously. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. You're supposed to study for exams again. Whoops. So anyway, like maybe they bumped into each other and he's like, oh, hey, yeah, cool, whatever. And the obsessing about favorite celebrity, like maybe they were talking about things, like they just ran into each other somehow, started talking. I feel like I don't know why I was trying to listen to the announcement, like it was going to say anything other than it's English. I don't know, my brain was like, what? Never mind. Oh my god. So you need to go do something fun after this. Okay. So you could go, oh, play chess. That's good. Aren't you in the chess club? Is that where we joined? Yeah, we did the chess club. So you need to play chess. So there you go. So go play chess. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out though with Nyla and Salinger, like how that works out. Like, because they're cousins, and does she know? I mean, he obviously has no clue. And I mean, I just made him go talk to her, but like, who knows? They bumped into each other. Oh, accident, whatever. Did she plan it on purpose? You know, does she know who he is? And that's why she purposely, like, where are you going? You're going to go listen to your teacher freak out. Okay. He is your teacher, right? Yeah. But anyway, so I don't know if she, like, I haven't quite figured out that far. Does she know who he is? And, like, you know, or do they just happen to accidentally meet and maybe she is because she's obsessed with Leona? Because, like, now she, like, heard the story from her mother about her soulmate and whatever, and then he was murdered by his brother, whatever. I mean, he was, technically, so she ain't wrong there. But, like, as far as, like, Salinger knows, like, and Basil, I guess he's a child, so I don't know if you have this conversation with your child, but, like, as far as they would know, yes, your father, you had an uncle who died in an accident, like, whatever, before you were born. Like, okay, so you would know that, and, like, your grandfather's dead, because Ambrose died pretty fast. Like, there's a lot of tragedy in your family. So, as far as you're concerned, like, your great-grandfather got electrocuted because somebody, i.e. me, made him go repair a screen out in the rain and got him electrocuted. Okay, so my bad. And then you know, your grandfather also got electrocuted from fixing a radio constantly. Not my fault. I told him to do something fun. Chemistry is like coding a recipe, just with far more dangerous ingredients, like following a recipe through. There's always room for a little creative freedom. Chemicals and Salinger add some flavor. I honestly feel like what's the worst that could happen is he's gonna blow something up. But I feel like Salinger is absolutely just chaotic enough to just do whatever he wants because if it leads to something amazing, oh, okay. But he would do it with chaos in mind. Ooh, performance loss. That sucks. I kind of forgot about that. I was thinking he was going to get in trouble. Add some extra ingredients, seemingly at random. The whole thing bubbles menacingly before a gout of flame jumps out of the mixture and singes his eyebrows. Performance loss small. I don't think he cares. I think he would absolutely be thrilled about that. He's a B student. But I feel like, and this is absolutely proof that, like, he could be an A student, but he does stupid shit like this because there's just this angst in him, you know? End of day report. He impressed his teachers and learned a lot. Oh, Basil's an A student. Of course he is, you know. But anyway, so like a lot of tragedy falls to this family, so it's not surprising that his uncle would die in a, you know, climbing accident or whatever. And you know, and Leona having been on this expedition with him wouldn't, you know, I mean, it's not like you killed him. Like if your dad and your uncle or two family members of yours went skiing and one of them died in a skiing accident, you wouldn't automatically assume the other one killed them, right? You'd be like, "Oh, that was tragic. You could have died too. Damn." You know? Like Salinger, even though he doesn't get along with Leona, is gonna be. Where are you going? Go to work. Okay, I'm gonna put this in your inventory because that's yours. So, I like how it's go to work. It's go to after school activity. Are we gonna get? Okay, no, we're going back home. But anyway, so you know, so they would know that they had an uncle that died, and this grandfather got electrocuted, and their great grandfather also got electrocuted, and then there's Ansel over here like, and is Liam still alive? Well, yeah, their other grandfather that they don't talk to because, like, there's this family rift. And sure, I guess Salinger, you know, was kind of wondering, like, why in the world does, like, Liam hate Leona, like his own son? And then, but then at the same time, Salinger's probably not thinking it through because he's like, yeah, I get it. I hate you too, dick. Because he kind of doesn't get along with Leona that well. You know what I mean? So, good job. Thanks. Okay, good times, girl. You know what I mean? So, perfect. That distracted me and I lost my train of thought. But anyway, so like Nyla's over here with this like beautiful romantic story that her crazy mom spun her, and then she finds out that Leona like, well, she doesn't find out. I think the mother always was like, "Oh, he killed him," blah blah blah, which would be crazy. Hey, there's another table out here. I didn't know we had one out here. I thought I got rid of our chess table, didn't I? Well, isn't I gonna put a new one in? I didn't know there was one right here. All right, whatever. But I know we still have our hot springs that clip in through the thing. Whatever. You know, not realizing that the crazy story her mother told her that's 98% bullshit. The 2% that's true is Leona killed his brother, her one true love, whatever. Okay. And I mean, yeah, maybe she totally fell in love with him. That's fine. That's valid. But Miles had no fucking idea. You know what I mean? We were gonna be happy together with you, and then Leo, like, you know, whatever. Especially because Leona's climbing in the spotlight, so of course Maya could like easily make up like, look at it, and then blah blah blah, and like, you know, because weird celebrity episode. I don't know. Anyway, so lots of weird shit going on there. We're never gonna know the full story, but you know, because I don't feel like making it up past that. But then Nyla like thinking that Leona killed her father, and then like vengeance for her mom and whatever, and never getting to know her dad, and her mom just being like, you know, what is that? crisis resolution. Oh, you're okay, good. Your midlife crisis is over. So all of that stuff, whatever. That's why she's plotting this vengeance because obviously she got the psycho gene from her mom. She had crazy eyes. You saw them. We could go, but we're gonna end this part here after we kind of get through that. But anyway, so that's her whole thing. But then, like, because Leona's a celebrity, like, it's easy to kind of fixate on him and like, and like anytime she's doing research or looking him up, everyone's like, oh my God, yeah, Leona's, he's a great, you know what I mean? Because like thinking, oh, he's my favorite celebrity, I'm gonna kill him. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And I don't think right now, obviously, that that Nyla knows that Salinger is, Leona's son, So there's that. That's all up in the air. She doesn't know yet. They ran into each other. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't figured that out. If she knows, we'll kind of mess around with that idea. But we'll just say that their meeting each other was kind of random, at least to him. And then, like, okay, I'm sorry, but this child, like, sassy child, you look so normal for the kids that are in the game. Isis Anand, look at her. She, like, is dressed normal. She's super cute. What the fuck? I was just distracted by that because everybody in the game always has 7 million pounds of custom content and it's always the worst. It's always the same bad hairstyle and they all look terrible. But that little girl looks legit. Like, I could have made her in cast, but she's just random like that. But anyway. So I'm not sure if Nyla knows Salinger's relationship to Leona or not, but like Salinger absolutely wouldn't say anything with knowing that, like, if he finds out that Nyla, like, oh, Leona's her favorite celebrity, for whatever, because she's gonna kill him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't say anything like, oh, that's my dad. He's like, oh yeah, keep it quiet, So I haven't decided if she knows not or whatever when she's going to find out, but that's kind of an interesting thing. So because I was originally thinking it'd be great that she, like, how Salinger was like really happy that Leona was mad because he kind of hates him. And then, like, now they're having a good ass time. And I'm like, because what I was thinking was like, oh, Nyla kills Leona and then Salinger is like pissed off. Like, Basil would be like, I'm going to kill her for killing my dad. I love dad. And Salinger's like, I'm going to kill her for killing him because I wanted to kill him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Anyway, whether Salinger, but like, then now their relationship's okay. But like, I think Salinger just kind of hates Leona, but also loves her, and it's just a weird relationship, and he doesn't quite have his feelings straight on whether he loves or hates his dad. You know what I mean? Like, they have good moments where he's like, okay, it's not too bad, and then they have bad moments, and like, Salinger's just a moody teenager, I guess. So like, Nyla killing Leona, I don't think it's gonna be, I wanted to kill him. At least right now, if he were to die, I don't think Salinger would feel that way. He'd be like, Leona sucks. But, like, that's also my dad, and what the hell? Like, and, and I'm not sure which one of them, because you'd think about it, like, she's doing it because Leona killed her dad. And they're gonna get back at her, even though technically, I'm not saying she's justified in it, but she's not wrong. They're gonna be like, no, he didn't. And then they find out that he did, and it's like, oh, well, I mean, that's gonna be interesting. We'll figure that one out. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this part up here, and we'll kind of figure out more with that story and whatever in the next part and as we go. I don't think I'll have, like, Nyla kill Leona, like, anytime super soon. Let's see. How old is she? Oh, she's gonna age up. Oh, whatever she is wearing, I thought for a hot second maybe she did in the middle of clicking. So she'll age up soon, so then she's gonna be a young adult. So that's actually good. So she'll be a young adult, finding out. We'll maybe wait till we can do it either in this week or maybe right after Basil turns into a teenager, maybe before. I don't know. We'll see what happens and how things are going, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, I will simmer down, Leona. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up
Been dropping
and
another?
subscribe to see more.